Greetings, fellow gamers. Welcome to the February edition of News and Notes. As you can see, I am testing out the Gamecube, and I have progressive scan, thanks to the fact that I have the older model Gamecubes with the cable, the composite cable that Nintendo issued back in the early 2000s. I was able to purchase that from Nintendo's store in its early days, and been running that off on, I guess, 480p is the was the progressive scan back then in the days. So see what happens. But this is also very important because not only am I doing the GameCube, testing out the GameCube, but I'm also testing out my Game Boy player. And that's right, my Game Boy player. And this is actually very important because this actually opens up opens up the shows big time with more games. So I'll just lean back a little bit here. I don't know if you've noticed, but that big giant wall of red over there are my Nintendo Switch games, and I got more over there, which I'm running out of space on. But that amount of Switch games that I got there is pretty much just as much as I got for the Game Boy. I'm talking about Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. So pretty much the world just got bigger as a result. Think of it as like you're playing a JRPG, and then you fit. Well, you know what? Zelda Breath of the Wild. You did the plateau, it was just that one little area, but then you just find out that was just part of a bigger world, and you jumped off the plateau, and now the world got bigger. It opened up and got even larger. That's pretty much the best analogy I could come up with. And that's what's going on with the Game Boy player. I have Ninja Gaiden Shadow up. I will play that a little bit to test out to see how well old Game Boy games like this one can handle on the OBS and the screen. And later on down the line, probably test it out on the live. I don't know. But before I start doing any of that, right now I gotta do the rundown and get you all up to speed. I had to make a little list here to be able to take care. I'll be covering all the channels. I'm gonna cover all the channels, not just Coqui-san, okay? Because some big thing, a big life positive events happen, and my family's very happy about it. I'm very happy about it, and I did mention it in my live stream of Iron Tiger roster run in Coqui-san Freelance Gamer earlier in the week, because I had my first chatter. If I remember correctly, it was Shiroku Matsu from Japan. Thank you very much, for joining me on a roster run, and I hope you'll return and hopefully bring anybody who might be interested in that, because I got another roster run coming up Monday. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about: schedule. All right. So because of this life event, which is called school. I'm back to studying the Japanese language because I want to get my literacy and fluency up, get better on it. And because of that, I have to work the schedules around that, along with my 9 to 5 job. So it's not so much that everything scaled back, it's that everything increased. Everything increased exponentially. So the scheduling is going to work like this, alright? Monday, so because I used to do Coqui-san Freelance Gamer on Thursdays, I had to move it to Mondays. So on Monday, it's Coqui-san Freelance Gamer Fighting Game Edition. So if you want your fighting game fix, join me on Mondays, 11 o'clock p.m. EST USA. Okay, Eastern Standard Time, USA. 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. Alright? Now, Tuesday, there is a plan, and I'll explain that later. But I'm hoping to do a live stream on Tuesdays, right after school. Well, not immediately after school. All the times are going to be 11 o'clock p.m. EST USA. But at 11 o'clock p.m. EST USA, there will be a live stream, and I will mention that. I am saying it now, but it all hinges really on YouTube, because YouTube capped my Economagi official channel to 15-minute videos, and I'm not sure. And I want to do live streams on Tuesday. Wednesday will be Coqui-san, freelance gamer, general gaming. I'll be returning to Hyrule Warriors for the month of February, as I said. I've already did 3 different games and got endings for those 3 different games: Sonic Adventure, Untitled Goose Game, and Takeshi and Hiroshi. So I'm very glad that I got all those endings, despite the fact that they went longer than they should. It went longer than they should, but the point is that I did get endings like I wanted to, because Hyrule Warriors is a freaking long game, and I did not want to go another month, not getting to an ending. I wanted you guys to have an ending. But Wednesdays is still Coqui-san freelance gamer at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. Thursday at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA will be another live stream right after school, after I do school. Again, I'll explain what I'm hoping will be a new channel. They'll be out in a new channel. I'll explain that later on in this program. And Friday, for the month of February, will be tests. Will be live stream testing for Splatterbomb Lounge. I'm going to try, I'll explain what's going to happen with Splatterbomb Lounge. But on Fridays at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA, I'm going to be doing some tests for Splatterbomb Lounge. I already got the setup. I just need a few extra things in place, and then I'm gonna do tests all month long. I'm looking at March 5th, Friday, to be the start date for Splatterbomb Lounge on live stream. So that's Fridays. Okay. There will be recordings. Economagi Pure video books are still going, and so are the author research videos. Those will be the only 2 recordings that I will be doing from this point forward, outside of Smash Brothers, because there's still 3 more DLCs that have to come out, and I still have not decided yet on the Mii Fighters. I know, if I understand correctly, there are default Mii Fighters with default stats that you get from World of Light. So I'm probably going to look into that and see, because if the default fighters don't have any effect on the Ultima rule set that I created, I'll go into World of Light and dig them out. I might not do a show for that. I want to just get the characters out, and I'll probably do the 3 shows for those 3 as well, if I do dig them out. But I don't want to customize them, because I'm worried that it will affect the whole entire setup that I got going. I don't want the setup to get screwed up by overpowered Mii fighters, Mii characters. So I'm gonna have to see about that, because the big plan that I have for it hinges on those Mii fighters. So I'll have to see what happens. I hope you've been very patient with with the constant scene with this. I'm sure you probably now know this whole story left and right. So and the postings for the videos will be Fridays. They'll be Fridays before I do Splatterbomb Lounge on Friday. I chose to put Splatterbomb Lounge on Friday, primarily because it's the weekend and I could go a little longer, and I'll explain why later on. Okay, so those are the schedulings that's going to happen. There's going to be a live stream Monday through Friday across multiple channels. And they're all going to start at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. Okay. Next is merch update. If you were looking for Economagi Universe merch and saw an empty shop, I apologize. My prints got rejected because they were very blurry and low res, and it didn't look like that when I posted them up in Spreadshirt. But I did get them professionally done. It only took a couple of days, and they're now nice and clean, nice and colored. They fit the format of Spreadshirt, Spreadshirt's website. You know, their requirements, and they're back up with stickers. They now have stickers, so now you could get Akana Magi stickers of all three versions of Asuna Kusanagi, her Hangout version, her Radio Academy version, and her Cerulean Knight version. So you know, go and knock yourself out and get in the orders. Okay, so question is, will I do the same for Splatterbomb Lounge? The answer is yes. I gotta get the budget set. Right now I'm dealing with life event issues because it's the end of the month, and once I get all that cleared out, then I will start investing the money into getting the Splatterbomb characters and Coqui-san cleaned up, get all the nice cleanup, clarity, and formatting that they need, and they'll get reposted into Spreadshirt along with stickers. I'm still looking for. Unfortunately, they won't fit the posters. I checked. They formatted it, but I guess they got some specialized way of doing formatting for posters. So I'm still looking for another spot so I could do posters for all the characters and the Impossible Man cover front page. You know. Well, that you see back there. That's only just a sample poster from VistaPrint, but VistaPrint doesn't do like Spreadshirt. So I'm looking for, you know, a place like Spreadshirt where I could put prints like that on posters, and you could order posters because posters are cool. So that's the merch update. So keep an eye on the coming weeks for Splatterbomb getting updated and Coqui-san getting updated. The good thing is that it only takes a couple of days. It took like 24, 48 hours for the prints, because the prints are just clear ups or just touch ups and clear ups and de-blurring and all that stuff. And that only took 24 hours. So hopefully, you know, in the coming weeks for February, by March, let me put it this way: by March, they'll all be clean, updated, and they'll be ready to go. All right. So next up, as I pointed out, is Gamecube. So I have a lot. I don't have, in terms of the Gamecube games themselves, I don't have a lot of Gamecube games. I'm relying on Game Boy to cover the whole thing. And let's just take since we got this whole thing going on, I'll do this quickly since for this segment, and then go back to the rest here. But let's give this a quick test. Okay, so far I can hear the police in the background. If it picks up, I apologize for the background noise. Something's happening in the night. I'm not gonna stay too long on this because I know I'll beat this. I mean, I've beaten this like 5 times already. I've beaten this 5 times, and I probably still remember everything. But I'm not. So me and Game Boy and GameCube. So I've had Game Boy since 1989. I still have the old Game Boy. It works beautifully. It still works beautifully once I put the batteries in it. And all its murky gray glory like this. And I of course got into the Game Boy Color, and then the Advance happened. So which type of games do I have? I pretty much have a variety of games. Sans Sports. I don't have sports. Do I have sports? The only sport I got is F1 Race. I have never been able to beat F1 Race. I think that's the only sport. Yeah, the only sport I got. It's just that. Everything is all action. Everything I got here is all action. Yeah, I still got it. Got him. So, I have JRPGs on the Game Boy Advance. Some of them I haven't beaten, like Riviera the Promised Land. I really loved playing that game, but I never got to finish that on Game Boy Advance, and I completely forgot the whole plot, so I'll probably start over. So that's like one of the games that I'd be willing to play. I also got Super Robot Tyson, Super Robot Wars. I hit pay dirt when I found both games unopened early in the 2010s, and I scooped those up in a heartbeat. Those were like the last Game Boy Advance games I picked up. I have tons of action games, not just from Nintendo, but you know, from this. Here you go. I'll just stop here. Where's the reset? Can I reset? I forgot how to reset. Well, let me check here on how to reset without having to get up. But I also got the Pokemon games, but I'm not gonna touch those. You know, I worked so hard to get Mew when it was distributed in the early days with Red and Blue. I believe the data is still there, but I'm not gonna give that up. You know, start over from scratch. Maybe if I found, well, I'll have to see, because I do have multiple ones. Like I got Sapphire and Emerald. So I could always, if I wanted to, I could always restart Sapphire, because Emerald has all of my ultra rare characters. You know, especially the updated Mew that was released in the mid 2000s. How does it look with full screen? And that's normal screen. Okay. So, that's something that I would say not to expect. I have the Zelda games. I do have some Zelda games, including the Oracles. I never got to finish the Oracles, so maybe I might consider restarting and try to beat the Oracles. What else do I have? Oh, I have Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2 on the regular Game Boy, so that's a bit of a hilarious thing. I got the Golden Sun games. I wouldn't mind starting them over again, quite honestly. I wouldn't mind, but I'm not guaranteeing that. You know. So yeah, that's pretty much how diverse that I got. Uh-oh. Oh, Z. Okay, so that's pretty much it on the Game Boy side. The GameCube side, I have Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. I've not touched those games yet. I mean, I took a quick first look at it, but I've never really played Metal Gear Solid. So since I got the Twin Snakes, I could play 1 and 2 on the GameCube, and I'm gonna pick that in favor of PlayStation. Let's see, what else do I have? I've already beaten the Zelda games, so I'm not interested in doing Wind Waker and Twilight Princess again. I'll have to. That's kind of a mood thing. Super Mario Sunshine. I haven't finished it, but I went out of my way to pick up the 3D collection on Switch. On the Switch, so I most likely will stick with the Switch just for stability issues. Just for stability, because Switch is a little bit more stable. I don't wanna put pressure on my GameCube. I never got to finish Eternal Darkness. I was at the boss, I couldn't beat him, and I just stopped cold turkey. So I can restart that again. I'm just pointing out what games I could restart, because there's some games that I could restart and some games I'm not going to restart. And of course I do have fighting games. I got Soul Calibur 2 with good old Link. I got Bloody Roar Primal Fury, and I have Capcom vs SNK 2 EO. So I'll take those into I'll definitely gonna look into those, even though I don't have a fight stick. So maybe I might do roster runs. I don't know. I'll have to see. if I'm in that right mood. I shouldn't have picked that up. Okay, and I have Tales of Fantasia, which I never got to beat. So I'll probably see to about that. I got of course, I got the Sonic Collection, and I got Sonic Adventure 2. So, and I've been picking up, GameCube games. You know, old ones. I got Kirby's Air Ride. I was able to get my hands on Star Fox Adventures. I used to own a copy, but I was in a phase where collectability was not a factor to me. Like, I didn't think about collectability, that kind of thing. And then actually, I don't want to continue on because I want to die. I got Wave Race 64 and Extreme G3. So yeah, I also have Star Wars, Rogue Squadron 2. I don't have 3. Does this mean that I could get more GameCube games? Maybe. I mean, I didn't have a problem picking up three of them. So we'll see what happens. So that's just a quick primer of that's a primer for the GameCube. Okay. Subscribe. So I finally I've been using it, using this little phrase. I don't know if any of you have noticed it, because I'm sure you probably were all skipping it because I either had it at the end or at the very beginning. But I found the phrase that seems a little bit more, you know, that's very nice, and it feels like it fits me perfectly. So basically, you are cordially invited to join my channels. Please select the subscribe button below and RSVP in the comments section. So that's my little spiel now. I like it because I'm inviting. It's not smash the like button or hit the like button. You know, it feels played out. I'm gonna say, in my honest and personal opinion, that phrase played out now. And I find it obnoxious. On top of that, that's my personal opinion and point of view. I feel like it should be a little bit more inviting. You know, this isn't the 90s where you say where Capri-Sun commercials were like radical and tubular. You know, Kool-Aid's like radical, gnarly, and you see the kids, you know, skateboarding and BMX biking and doing all the and inline skating, you know, with the 90s colors, screaming out radical, gnarly, cowabunga. That's what saying smash the like button or smash the subscribe button. That's what it feels like to me, and it's like, no, that doesn't fit me. I'm not. You know, it perfectly fits a lot of people who have that nature, that, you know, that charisma. I don't have that type of charisma, and that's why you know, comes off awkward to me, because I was raised a little differently when it comes to asking for things or, you know, requesting things. And to me, I feel like, you know, just you know, you are cordially invited to join my channel. Please select the subscribe button below and RSVP in the comments section. I think that fits me a little better, and I like it. I like it, and I hope that I hope that, you know, you feel welcomed with that with that statement. And, you know, come on and join my channel if you would like. You're always welcome. You're always welcome. You know, to join. Always. You are always welcome. Welcome to the channel. Alright. So, speaking of channels, I'm looking into starting up a third channel. And this channel is related to my schooling. Like I said, I'm studying Japanese. I'm trying to get fluent and literate. And I most likely, and what I'm looking to do is the whole channel is going to be dedicated to will be dedicated entirely to Japanese language, That means that I'm going to be speaking Japanese only, and the text is going to be in Japanese only. There's going to be very little English. The only English will be the links to the merch, and as well as links to Akana Magi official and Coqui-san channels. There will be no English whatsoever. So if you are fans of Japan, Japanese language, or if you're from Japan and you're Japanese, you're a native resident of Japan, please join me in my new channel. It's still going to be called Coqui-san, but it will be in that's going to be the only other place where English will exist. It's going to have the Japanese language will be in katakana, Koki, and san in kanji, and then I'm going to put the translation of what it is in English, so you all know that that's how it's spelled here in America, on my end. Even though so that way that what the spelling is, and to discern. And every single as a matter of fact, I'll show you what my plan is here. Here we go. Okay, so let me expand this. Whoop. Oh no, it's blocking my whole view. There we go. Okay, so there's a local Japanese bookstore. It's actually a big chain retailer called Kinokuniya. In my area, we have two of those across two states, across two state lines. And what now? The thing is this is what I'm using at my school, Genki, and it's a graded course. So and it's got and it's very focused on kana, hiragana, and katakana. Where's hiragana at? Here we go. So here is here's the hiragana page, and here is the katakana page. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job here, but basically, like, what I'm hoping I could do with this new channel is that I would do my studies on it. You'll get to see me study up on it. Speak Japanese and read Japanese. Now, one of the things that I try to do as a member of Japan Society is try to go beyond anime and manga. I love anime, I love manga, but there's more to Japan than anime and manga. Let me get that out of the way right now. If I were to have stuck with just anime and manga, for me it would just be a hobby. But because I'm looking to get these guys here, Splatterbomb, The Impossible Man, Akana Magi, into the Japanese market, I gotta learn Japanese. Now, I had been studying Japanese years ago, but I lost the language, what I've learned, so I gotta start over again so my brain can get, restarted. It's like reignited, so I'm starting back from the beginning. So when I went to Kinokuniya, with help from the employees there. Thank you very much, everyone at Kinokuniya. I was given books. Funny enough, I had to go to the kids section because I had to get the kana. I had to learn hiragana, most importantly. And these are very simple books like this here. Mitsuki Shigeru no Yokai Ehon. Okay, that's what it says back here. That's what I read back here. And then I got Reiwa Kaiden. Okay. Chapter of the Half Moon. Now I got these two here. I completely forgot the name of this one. This is the light novel, which is written entirely primarily in hiragana, which also has hiragana characters on top of the kanji. And of course, I got Your Name. Oh man, what an awesome movie! Totally recommend it. But I got the light novel here, and of course, Who doesn't know Haruhi Suzumiya? I scooped this one up too. So basically, one of my plans for the shows is that I'm going to put the hiragana chart that I have. Oh, careful now. These are very precious. Precious-ish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the here we go. I'm gonna be using this the hiragana chart, and I'm going to do videos of me reading the books. So yes, I am going to read directly straight out on the kanji and the kana and the hiragana, so that way I can help get immersed and fluent. Okay, I've gone through some. I found YouTube videos that recommended channels that are immersive friendly. I forgot the names right now, unfortunately, but basically I'm gonna read these stories in my videos, and I'm going to use so you're gonna be seeing me doing I got my little stand that I put my scripts on. Of course, I got the little stand, so this will be on the stand, and I will be doing this a lot. You're gonna see me doing this a lot. I'll be like on the outset until my brain connects the dots and recognizes what the characters are, and wean me off of relying on the chart, and I could just read straight down. So yeah, this is pretty this is very very traditional. This is what I mean by getting beyond the anime and manga, reading like this, reading like that, reading in that manner. Like I said, I love anime and manga, but if I truly am serious about getting these sold in Japan, to try to market these in Japan, I really do need to step up my game and get back to learning, return to learning Japanese. And I figured YouTube would be a very big help for me to read this, because hopefully I'm hoping that with that channel maybe I might meet people from Japan, or other Westerners who are also learning Japanese, who can help me along the way, and maybe I can help them. I don't know if I could help them, who knows, but we can all learn together. The point is that we'll all learn together. I will be as each video along, and that's where the live stream is coming in, because they're all going to be live streams. Tuesdays and Thursdays right after school. Well, not after school, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. So all of you, so my only concern is that if I start up the third channel, I'm hoping that I have access to the live stream, and the live stream is not capped. That's my main concern, because YouTube, for some reason, when I created a Kana Magi official channel, which was a new channel, they capped it at 15 minutes, and that was very annoying. And I can't even do the thumbnails without providing very personal information just to put up a custom thumbnail. That's why you don't see that in Kana Magi, and I have a feeling that's going to be the same thing. But I'm just hoping that I could be able to do live stream, because that's what I want to do. I want to read these books, exactly, in the Kana, in the system, the writing system, live. And I'm hoping that for those of you who do join the chat, can help me out along the way in the chat. Can help me out along the way in the chat to get better and get fluent, and hopefully I could be able to make this into magic, into even greater magic. But I'm hoping that with the new YouTube channel, that will help provide me with a gateway into Japan and Japanese market. As I think I pointed out in the last news and notes, or maybe the previous news and notes, but The Impossible Man, as I said, is available in Amazon's Japanese website. It's the English language version. trade paperback, but it is in their Japanese store, Amazon's Japanese store. And as I pointed out before, this is about as close as I've gotten so far into the Japanese market, and I'm not even in the market. I'm kind of like on the curb of the Japanese market. I'm standing there at the curb, and I see this long line of Japanese residents. There's this whole long line of Japanese residents all waiting for their chance to turn this, into turn their own works into marketing. And I'm on the curb, not even on the line, in the line itself. I'm not even in the back of the line. I'm just standing at the curb watching all of them on the, standing in the line and going into the door. So I want to get in the line, and this is doing this. This is the key. This is the key to pulling it off and going back to school, and restart learning the language. It has been very happy for me because I finally, was able to afford to do this. So I'm stoked. I'm excited, and I'm hoping that with the new channel, it'll go off without a hitch. And if all of you if I get Japanese language speakers or native Japanese residents, into the chat rooms, I'll be looking forward. If you're all looking to help me out, get better with the language, I look forward to it, and really will thank you. I thank you ahead of time if you're willing to do so. So it'll be fun. Oh, and one last thing, I also have on the Nintendo Switch, Hiragana Pixel Party. It's a video game that helps teach hiragana and katakana. So I'll be playing that on the channel as well. So that way I can get a handle of hiragana and katakana. So that's just a quick little thing there. Okay. So let's get back to here. So I had this paused for quite a while, and it's still up. So this is actually great on the stress test there. That's great on the stress test. Okay, so let's resume. Alright, now finally, one more thing to announce. Splatterbomb Lounge. It is, it's coming back in March. I'm targeting March 5th, Friday. Splatterbomb Lounge is gonna go live. I figured out what to do with well, I've noted this. I pointed this out before. One of the key problems that I had with Splatterbomb Lounge last year was that I'm playing action games, and I'm trying to do that while voicing a whole bunch of characters at once. Mind you, I'm voicing 5 characters with 5 distinct personalities. And basically, when you're doing that and your brain... But I'm doing that while my brain is trying to, play a game at the same time. And that's actually not... I found it to be very difficult because I'm playing action games like this here, and as you can see, I lost. I got killed. And if you've seen Super Mario Bros. 3, that's actually a perfect example. Super Mario Bros. 3 was pretty much inexcusable for me to have spent over 30 minutes in Bowser's Castle when I should have already had beaten that game within mere minutes. I mean, you saw how fast I got to him. I got to him in mere minutes, but all of a sudden, because I'm trying to talk as all the characters while trying to beat him, I'm spending 30 minutes, and that's actually ridiculous. That was very ridiculous of me, and I should have done better. So, with that in mind, I come to the conclusion that was the key problem. I'm trying to voice 5 different personalities while playing this at the same time, and while doing an action game like Ninja Gaiden or Mario Kart or Super Mario Bros. 3. So in Splatterbomb Lounge Live, which is going to be a live stream as I had envisioned it, I'm going to focus on JRPGs and visual novels, and that's it. any other text-based game. I'm not gonna do action games, and this will. Well, you've seen what if you watch my Hiroshi and Takeshi and Hiroshi playthrough from earlier this week, that was basically a test run to see if I could be able to handle doing multiple voices on a text-based game, and I was able to pull it off. I did. I feel I personally did a good job being able to do different voices during the course of the game. Since, especially since I didn't have to worry so much about, trying to run and jump. You know, managing run and jump. You know, that's some intense level of multitasking, and so. I came to the conclusion that with Splatterbomb Lounge, doing JRPGs and maybe other RPGs, anything that's text-based RPG, text-based games, anything that's text-heavy like Hiroshi and like Takeshi and Hiroshi, and definitely visual novels. I have Clannad. I have games like Clannad and Aokana, and I'll have the characters of Splatterbomb Lounge. You know, actually have them read the text out, just like how I did with Hiroshi and Takeshi and Hiroshi. Sorry, I keep on mixing the names up. So that's pretty much going to be the game plan there. I've already done a quick tweak. In fact, let me show you. One of the things that's going to happen. Let's see if this works. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. I'm still going to do the same the same setup with Splatterbomb Lounge that you saw last year. Will be there. It's going to act as my rest area, if that makes sense. So. Because I found that voicing the characters for nearly 2 hours was a strain on the throat, and you saw that I had to stop between chapters of Takeshi and Hiroshi to take some quick sips, and that's what this setup, which is it'll be Splatterbomb Lounge like you've seen before, and I'll come to this setup. So I could take a quick break from my throat, take a quick drink, have the characters banter. I could check the chat room if you guys are in the chat room, and have the characters read out your chats just like I had originally wanted. And take maybe 10 minutes to get myself reorganized and everything. And then I jump back to here, where you focus entirely on the 5 characters, and the 5 characters will be reading out the text and playing out the game. So. And I'm hoping that the snowball worked. I'm hoping that the snowball worked here. Is working here right now because I'm playing out the game. Let me. Know what? This is a good opportunity. Let me just test it out like this. Okay. So during the month of February, I'm going to be doing a lot of these tests on Fridays at 11 o'clock p.m. EST, because the big test is going to be the fish tank. For those of you who may not know, the fish tank. Oops. The fish tank. Sorry about that. That's my mistake. Yeah, I gotta try to be careful. The fish tank is, just so y'all know, for those of you who are new, is that little scene right above my head. Now, it's a still image here for Coqui-san, but in Splatterbomb Lounge, it's full motion. It's basic. I can't say it's animated because they move 1 frame per second, but it's a full motion video where the characters of Splatterbomb move around and they're interacting with each other. And as you can see perfectly from here, you see where Coqui-san, the avatar, is sitting in front of the TV. That's what this side here, to where I'm pointing to, looks like. So you got the camera. So that's the TV above him, and that's him sitting in front of the TV. That's pretty much the setup, and then you get to see in a more wider scale what it looks like in relation to the screen, to that screen there. and normally there would be movement. But what happened was that when I tried Twitch, it throttled me, and I think and when I tried 60 frames per second, it got throttled also. There was a lot of buffering issues, and that's because I have 3 moving parts going on. I got the game screen, the fish tank, and my camera here. Since I'm on the screen at once, that was a very big mistake I made. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes. So sorry about that. So that's what the whole testing is going to be about. It's going to be about trying to get all that to work. But in terms of gameplay, which is the key factor here, this shouldn't be a problem. The way I have it set up like this, and this whole focus will be, on the characters and the game screen, so you all can focus on them. And hopefully with the live stream, being that it's a live stream, it won't throttle, but it'll be here that I'm concerned about for the throttling. But maybe it might not be that big a deal. It may not be a big a deal. I don't know. But that's what the next 4 weeks is going to be about on Fridays, is just testing this all out. And I'm not going to private the videos. I'm going to keep the videos up. I want you all to see the progress for each of the 4 weeks. I'm hoping that if everything works out, by the 4th week I could do a full dress rehearsal, with Takashi and Hiroshi, because I want to see if there's another ending to that game. I got one ending at it. I want to see if I could get a different ending. But I'm gonna do a dress. But if everything works out perfectly with this screen, then I'm gonna do a dress rehearsal on the 4th week before the full show. On March 5th, Friday, and that's and then I'll be golden. If it all works out, that'll be five live streams. That'll be 5 live streams from this point forward, and there'll only be 2 recordings. Well, 3 recordings, because again, Smash Brothers. I got 3 more DLC, and I still haven't decided yet on the Mii Fighters. So it'll probably be 6, maybe 3 with the DLC, 6 if I include the Mii Fighters. But that's going to be played by ear, because it's going to be a long time before we see the next DLC. And I could still do a show. I could still do 3 shows if I decide to get the Mii Fighters, but I gotta do World of Light if I want to get the defaults. I don't want to customize, do customization, because I don't want to screw up the rule set for the grand finale. So that's gonna be 5. So that's 5 days of live streams across 2 channels, and I'm hoping that all of this works out. I'm hoping that by March, everything works out precisely the way I want. With Coqui-san Freelance Gamer, he's set for life. I'm hoping that Splatterbomb Lounge Live will work the way that I had originally intended last year, and I'm hoping that I could be able to live stream my studies. So that way I can live stream my studies, so that way I can get fluent into Japanese and break into the Japanese market. I'm screwing around here at this point. I have a feeling I might be able to beat this game. I'll see what happens here. Did I beat the game? No, this is my last life. No. Okay. If I lose this life, that's it, and I'll call it the end. I'm gonna play this out for all of you, and we're gonna make sure that this all turns out right. So, I know this is a little longer than usual, because I know that a lot of people who do these updates, they keep it within 10 minutes, but, everything's been a test for me, because, YouTube is so finicky, especially with their algorithms. I really hate their algorithms. I have no idea how to get those algorithms. Well, let me put it like this. I don't even have a community yet, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. And that's very disturbing, because I would like to be able to do community polls for games or roster runs. do it. Come on. There we go. So, yeah, YouTube is very annoying. I don't even know why it capped Econo Magi Official, and it won't let me do custom thumbnails, because I really wanted to do custom thumbnails for my video book, for those chapters of Econo Magi. But there's not much I could do about it. It's too weird. It's too weird for me. But yeah, there's gonna be, so that means I'm gonna be operating 3 channels, and a nice stable stable schedule, and keeping everything live stream will be very helpful. Because that's the key factor too. That's the key factor in all this. Is the scheduling, because it's monstrous. I love this song. So, yeah, my schedule is definitely monstrous, because I got my 9 to 5, so I could take care of personal bills and everything. You know, I gotta make it save money, responsibilities. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. So what does that mean? It means that I have responsibilities. You know, monthly responsibilities. I gotta eat. I gotta clean. You know. That's the key factor in that I'm dealing with. Then I got school right after work. Right after my 9 to 5, I got school. Oh, hold it. And then at 11 o'clock p.m., I'm doing live streams. So that's what I'm dealing with overall. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, okay, I'm done for. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna stop here. There we go. End. I'll end it here. That's fine. That was actually a pretty good run, considering that I was doing a lot of talking. But I'll definitely revisit Ninja Gaiden Shadow legit and get that ending, because like I said, this was a game that I had no problem beating like 5 times over. It's a pretty awesome game. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, that's basically the whole situation, because my whole situation, and I'm hoping that with the stable schedule, with the by March, having the stabilized schedule with job, school, and doing live streams, I could keep that consistent for the rest of the year. Keep that entirely consistent for the rest of the year, and not have to rejigger all these things. And I'm hoping that Splatterbomb Lounge live stream will be fully actualized like I had originally wanted. Oh yeah, I was explaining about Twitch, wasn't I? Yeah, Twitch throttled me. Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Yeah, that's why I'm not on Twitch, because Twitch throttles me. It throttles me heavily, and YouTube has been very kind with its throttling. Well, you know, my CPU is very low when I go live stream, and I'm at 6,000. I'm at 6,000 kilobytes per second, and Twitch caps that. They capped it. They capped that for new people like me, and I just I needed to get this going. I had to get this whole spiel going and build on it and grow on it. But YouTube does let me do it at 6,000. That's why the streams come out very nice. And I spent all of last year monitoring those live streams very tightly and watching the videos post to make sure that they all work. Now after all that testing and experimenting, now I have a focused direction for my channels, and the channels that the videos that I wanted to do will be actualized and realized, and hopefully once I get into March, it will stay stable, and there'll be no more schedule jumping, schedule shifting, and I could be able to handle everything consistently and not wear myself out, kill myself, or or die on all of you, and hopefully build that nice fan base that I wanted with all of you. Because I got everything. Because now I know. Because now I have everything I want, and falling into place. And February is where everything's gonna start interlocking. It's gonna go full Tetris. It's gonna I'm gonna get the 4 lines, and I'm gonna get the single stick, and get that nice 4 Tetris and clear it all out, and then bam, man, these channels are gonna be golden. It's gonna be golden grams. You're all gonna love it. I know you guys are gonna love it. You're all gonna love it because my first viewer who watched me do Iron Taker roster run, yeah, man, I never felt so encouraged and excited seeing being able to interact with in the chat room for the first time ever. I know it's only one person. But that's not the point. The point is that I got to talk to somebody. And I got to play for them, and they were entertained. They were cheering me on. Hands down, it was a fun night. And I look forward to seeing more of you, popping up on the live streams, and get these IPs, these cool IPs of mine. Hakana Magi, Splatterbomb, the Impossible Man, even Coqui-san, my little avatar. Just get this going, take this up to the next level. And bring Japan into this too. Get Japan into this. This is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Come March, everything's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be rocking. And I welcome all of you on this amazing journey. I hope you'll all enjoy this cool journey. Oh man. Alright, so I'm about to reach the 1 hour mark. So if you made it this far, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed some of that gameplay of mine on the Game Boy, Player, because that's what you're going to start to see once I start utilizing this. There has not been any breakage. There hasn't been my upscaler has not crashed. I didn't suffer the same crash like I did with the Gamecube with the Dreamcast on the initial part. Thankfully, the Dreamcast held up with that upscaler, but I'll have to consider maybe finding a better upscaler for Dreamcast. It's using the same AV cables like the Super Nintendo and the NES, and I'm also running my Atari and TurboGrafx 16 through AV cables because they're coaxial, but I got them going through AV cables, which means they're gonna go through an upscaler. So that's gonna be the big project there. That's gonna be the big project there because I got some TurboGrafx 16 games that I want to play. I want to replay Final Lap Twins Quest Mode. I really loved that. That was my first RPG experience, as well as Tactical Vega's Gladiator, which I was so lucky enough to scoop up at a store. Used copy at a store, and I got other stuff as well to try out. And of course the Atari 2600. I've been racking up a lot of old school Atari 2600 games that I would like to also try. But that's later on in the future down the line. On the line. So in the meantime, the world is officially opened up. Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color will be popping up along with GameCube games now, to go along with Switch, Dreamcast, and PS3. So this is all a step-by-step process because they're very old systems. Alright, so thank you all for joining me. Remember that you are cordially invited to join my channels. Just please select the subscribe buttons below and RSVP in the comments section. You all have a good night and a buenas noches.